Wembley Arena, (WMBLI), is an indoor arena located in Wembley, London. History: it was built for the 1934 British Empire Games at Wembley by Arthur Elvan, and originally housed a swimming pool, as reflected by its former name, Empire Pool. The pool itself was last used for the 1948 Summer Olympics. The building is used for music, comedy and family entertainment and for sport. The venue was renovated, along with Wembley Stadium, as part of the early 21st century regeneration of the Wembley Park area. The arena refurbishment cost £35 million, and the new arena opened to the public on the 2nd of April 2006. With a concert by the English electronic music band Depeche Mode. With 12,500 seats, it is London's second largest indoor arena after the O2. In September 2013, it was announced that AEG Facilities had signed a 15-year contract to operate the arena. The building was renamed the SSE Arena on 1 June 2014 after SSE plc bought the naming rights to the venue for 10 years. In March 1959, the All-Star Record Show featured Petula Clark, Shirley Bassey, Lonnie Donegan, Dickie Valentine, Vera Lynn, the Kay Sisters and Alma Cogan, with assistance from Bernard Bresslaw and the ever-popular Peter Sellers. The Starlight Dance of the 17th of October that year had a similar lineup, with support from the other performers from film and television such as Bob Monkhouse, Roy Castle and Bernard Bresslaw again. When the venue was known as the Empire Pool, it hosted the annual New Musical Express Poll Winners concert during the mid-1960s. Audiences of 10,000 viewed acts like the Beatles, T-Rex, David Bowie, Cliff Richard and AMP, The Shadows, The Monkees, The Hollies, Dusty Springfield, Joe Brown and AMP, The Brewers, The Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, The Grateful Dead, Status Quo, The Who, Dave D, Dozy, Beaky, Mick and AMP, Titch, were among many others. The individual performances were then finished by a famous personality joining the respective performer on stage and presenting them with their award. The Beatles were presented with one of their awards by actor Roger Moore, and Cliff Richard was joined on stage by Roy Orbison to present him with his own award. These ceremonies were filmed and recorded and later broadcast on television. Returning acts: the Grateful Dead have released recordings of complete shows from 7 to 8 April 1972 as part of Europe 72, the complete recordings. The Grateful Dead also performed at Wembley Arena on 31 October 1990 as part of the full 1990 European concert tour. Bruce Hornsby accompanied the band for this concert. A notable attendance record was set in the early 1970s by David Cassidy in his first tour of Great Britain in 1973, when he sold out 6 performances in one weekend. In June 1978, the Electric Light Orchestra sold out 8 straight concerts during their Out of the Blue tour. The first of these shows was recorded, televised and later released as a CD, DVD. The English progressive rock band Yes were one of the first of the arena era, having played first at the old Empire Pool, parting on a show on 27 October 1978. ABBA played 6 sold-out concerts, from 5 to 10 November 1979. The shows were filmed by Swedish television for a documentary which was released in 2004 on DVD as ABBA in Concert. In September 2014, Universal Music released Live at Wembley Arena, featuring most of the 10th of November concert on CD, vinyl LP and digital format. After the tour, the members of the band talked about the warmth of the Wembley audience. It was like coming home after a couple of nights nights, said guitarist Bjorn Ulvaeus. A finale from these concerts, The Way Old Friends Do, is the closing track on ABBA's seventh studio album, Super Trooper. Vocalist Agnetha Feldskog said it was the vibe from the audience that made the track work so much better as a live performance than as a studio track. Status Quo were in concert at the arena on the 11th of May 1979 and later on as the venue entered the new decade of the 1980s. Cliff Richard has sold the most shows out at the venue. He has headlined 63 shows at the venue, with his first headliner being in 1984 and his latest being 2009. Richard holds the record for the most headline shows by one artist, having played his 61st concert in October 2009. Tina Turner is the female artist with the most shows, with 25 and with 5 at Wembley Stadium. Iron Maiden played first in 1988, 1990 and 1993. The 1990 shows were recorded for a triple live album but was never released. A few tracks from the 17th of December 1990 were released as B-sides on singles from the next album, A Fear of the Dark. The pop band McFly have performed at the arena 6 times over the career, selling more than 70,000 tickets there in all. They have released 2 concert DVDs and have streamed 1 concert from Wembley over the internet. The Cure have played 11 times at the arena between 1985 and 2008, the most notable performances being over 3 nights in July 1989 during the Prayer Tour, and an appearance on the 19th of January 1991, as part of a festival called the Great British Music Weekend. The 1989 dates were recorded on soundboard, and several songs from those nights being released on a live album entitled Entreat, while the 1991 night was filmed on video. 4 songs, Pictures of You, Fascination Street, Lullaby, and A Forest, featured on the video play out, with a further 4, Just Like Heaven, In Between Days, Boys Don't Cry, and Disintegration, being broadcast on TV. 1970s Kishore Kumar, the 31st of March 1979. John Denver 1–4 April 1979. Mike Oldfield 28–29 April 1979. The Commodores 25–6 August 1979. Boney M. the 4th of September 1979. Patti Smith Band the 5th of September 1979. Supertramp the 30th of October, the 2nd of November 1979. Moody Blues 3–4 November 1979. ABBA 5–10 November 1979. Year of the Child the 22nd of November 1979. Wings 7–10 December 1979. 1980s Rainbow played 2 dates from the 29th of February to the 1st of March 1980. Billy Joel chapters 30–31 March 1980. Queen played on 8–10 December 1980 and also in Forth the 8th of September 1984 for their Queen Works tour. The Who came to the arena for the concert on the 11th of March 1981. U2 first played Wembley Arena for 2 consecutive nights in November 1984 on the UK leg of their Unforgettable Fire tour. The songs Bad and A Sort of Homecoming for these shows were recorded and appeared on the Wide Awake in America EP. They returned to the arena in 1987 as part of the UK leg of the Joshua Tree tour. 1 OCC 26–27 May 1981. Mike Oldfield 28–29 May 1980. Bruce Springsteen played 6 shows at Wembley Arena on the River Tour in May and June 1981. These shows were postponed from March 1981 due to Springsteen's exhaustion from the USA leg of the tour when he was playing concerts of 3.5 hours duration or longer. Santana 2-5 June 1980. Beach Boys 6-7 June 1980. Frank Zappa 17-18 June 1980. Fleetwood Mac 20-22 and 25-27 June 1980. Roxy Music 1 August 1980. Stevie Wonder 1-3, 5-7 September. Kiss 8-9 September 1980. Rod Stewart 1-3, 5-7 December 1980. Queen 8-10 December 1980. The Who 9-11 March 1981. Gary Newman 26-28 April 1981. Status Quo 26-28 May 1981. Bruce Springsteen 29-30 May and 1-5 June 1981, with no performance on the 3rd of June. George Benson 10-14 June 1981. Dr. Hook 2-3 November 1981. Rush 4-6 November 1981. Styx 7-8 November 1981. ELO 1-5, 9-10 December 1981. The Police 14-16 December 1981. Genesis played there on 17-19 December 1981. Earth, Wind and Fire 9-10 and 15, the 18th of March 1982. Meatloaf 26-30 April 1982. Foreigner the 9th of May 1982. Jethro Tull the 13th of May 1982. The Banquet, A Feast of Rock and Amp Praise 30-31 May 1982. Diana Ross 2-5 June 1982. Amitabh Bachchan 28-29 August 1982. Roxy Music 22-24 September 1982. Neil Young 26-28 September 1982. AC/DC 18-19 October 1982. George Benson 21-24 October 1982. Asia 27-28 October 1982. The Jam 1-5 December 1982. Shalimar the 6th of December 1982. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers the 7th of December 1982. Ozzy Osbourne the 14th of December 1982. Gillian the 17th of December 1982. Dire Straits 18-21 December. Joan Armatrading 6-7 April 1983. Kids from Fame 8-9 April 1983. Joni Mitchell 23-24 April 1983. Rush 17-21 May 1983. The Banquet, A Feast of Rock and Amp Praise 28-29 May 1983. David Bowie 2-4 June 1983. Crosby, Stills and Nash 11-12 July 1983. Amitabh Bachchan 16-17 July 1983. Mike Oldfield 16-17 July 1983. Lata Mangeshkar and Kishore Kumar 27-29 August 1983. Meatloaf the 24th of September 1983. Jimmy Cliff the 15th of October 1983. Kiss the 23rd of October 1983. ZZ Top the 30th of November 1983. Duran Duran 18-23 December 1983. The Police 27-31 December 1983. Whitesnake the 3rd of March 1984. Daryl Hall and John Notes 9-10 March 1984. George Benson the 28th of March the 2nd of April 1984. Billy Joel Chapter 6 April 1984. Asher Bosley 23-24 June 1984. Cliff Richard and the Shadows 2-5 July 1984. Stevie Wonder and Wonderlove the 7th of July 1984. Yes, the 11th of July 1984. Queen 4-5 and 7-8 September 1984. Barclay James Harvest the 13th of October 1984. Kiss 14-15 October 1984. Chris de Burgh the 19th of October 1984. Everly Brothers the 21st of October 1984. U2 14-15 November 1984. Barry Manilow 18-20 November 1984. Al Jarreau the 25th of November 1984. Moody Blues the 29th of November 1984. Spandau Ballet 4-9 December 1984. Paul Young 11-12 December 1984. Big Country 13-14 December 1984. Kool and Amp The Gang 15-16 December 1984. Wham 23-27 December 1984. Thompson Twins 28-30 December 1984. Eric Clapton 4-5 March 1985. Tina Turner 14-17 March 1985. Paul Young 1-2 April 1985. Howard Jones 16-17 April 1985. The Firm the 22nd of May 1985. Dire Straits played a 13-night residency at the arena as part of the successful Brothers in Arms tour from 4-13 July 1985 and 15-16 July 1985. They gave an additional performance next door at Wembley Stadium for an afternoon slot at Live Aid in July 1985. Robert Plant the 10th of September 1985. The Cure the 12th of September 1985. Kishore Kumar the 22nd of September 1985. London Festival of Black Music 27-28 September 1985. Thompson Twins 26-27 October 1985. George Benson the 30th of October the 2nd of November 1985. UB40 the 4th of November 1985. Paul Young 1-6 December 1985. Elton John Chapters 11-19 December 1985. Barry Manilow 4-6 January 1986. AC/DC 16-17 January 1986. Simple Minds 2-3 March 1986. Depeche Mode 16-17 April 1986. James Brown 18-19 April 1986. Joe Jackson the 24th of May 1986. The Prince's Trust Concert the 20th of June 1986. Prince 12-14 August 1986. Rod Stewart 18-19 and 24-25 September 1986. Al Jarreau the 20th of September 1986. Chris de Burgh 27-29 September 1986. Whitney Houston 16-19, 26-27 October 1986. ZZ Top 20-23 October 1986. Joan Armatrading 29-30 October 1986. The Stranglers 3rd of November 1986. Ultravox played on 5-6 November 1986. UB47-9 November 1986. George Benson 19-22 November 1986. Alice Cooper 23 November 1986. Level 42 to the 30th of November, the 3rd of December 1986. Marillion were the headlined act on the 4th of November 1987, with a date on their Clutching at Straws tour. It was the last album tour with former lead singer Fish before he was replaced by new lead singer Steve Hogarth. Rush, the Canadian progressive rock band, played once again on the 29th of April 1988. Meat Loaf and AMP. His Neverland Express performed 2 consecutive shows during his 2020th tour on 1–2 March 1987, which were recorded and later released as a live album, entitled Live at Wembley. 1990s. Paul McCartney played tour dates between 13 to 25 January 1990 at the Arena. George Michael performed 4 consecutive shows during his cover-to-cover tour on 1920 and 22–23 March 1991. During the final show on the 23rd, Elton John made a surprise guest appearance and together they sang, as a duet, "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me." This was recorded and released later that year, becoming a massive hit, with even greater success than the song's original release in 1974. Diana Ross previewed her Here and Now tour in November 1990 with 2 sold-out dates. She returned in June 1991 for 4 more sold-out nights of her Here and Now World Tour. Diana had previously filmed her HBO World Stage Tour in 1989 and Platinum Live album, Greatest Hits Live from Wembley. Diana is the second most popular female solo artist, behind Tina Turner, for the most sold-out dates. Diana began appearing at Wembley in 1982 for her world tour. Dire Straits gave a concert on the 19th of May 1991. Canadian band Rush made another appearance on the 17th of April 1992. Bruce Springsteen played 5 shows at Wembley Arena on his 1992–93 World Tour. In April 1994, Barbra Streisand began her Barbra the Concert Tour, with 4 performances at the arena. They marked her first performances in the UK after 28 years and were the only shows outside of the US. The opening song on the first night, As If We Never Said Goodbye, was recorded and transmitted on BBC TV's Top of the Pops. David Bowie played a concert at the arena on the 14th of November 1995, supported by Morrissey, formerly of the Smiths. Steely Dan played the venue on the 10th of September 1996. Hezekiah Walker and AMP, the Love Fellowship Crusade Choir, recorded their Live in London album at the Wembley Auditorium in 1996. The album was released in 1997. Aerosmith were at Wembley Arena presenting their 9 Lives tour on the 4th of June 1997. Radiohead played a date at Wembley Arena on the 16th of November 1997. Robert Plant and Jimmy Page toured there on the 26th of July 1995 and then subsequently brought their Walking Into Clarksdale tour to the arena on 5 November 1998. 2000's Britney Spears performed during her Oops! I Did It Again World Tour on 10 to 12 October 2000 and was broadcast on Sky One. AC/DC played the arena on 4 to 5 December 2000. The Cause performed at the arena on 20 to 22 December 2000. The show on the 21st was broadcast live on Sky One as a Christmas special. The show was watched by 500,000 plus people and was the most watched TV program of the week on Sky One. Bruce Springsteen played a comeback concert on the 27th of October 2002. Peter Gabriel performed live in the Round on the 22nd of May 2003. Christina Aguilera performed during her Stripped World Tour on 2 to 3 and the 5th of November 2003. The shows were filmed and later released as a DVD, entitled Stripped Live in the She also performed in the arena in 2006 for her Back to Basics World Tour. David Bowie's reality tour took in Wembley Arena again on the 25th of November 2003. Fedor stopped by at the venue during the December 2003 Compton Sound Arena tour, which was a follow-up to the 23-date tour of the same album where they played theater-sized venues. The show was recorded with microphones facing the stage and crowd, with plans to release the show as a live album, but never has been released. The start of the show was also filmed, but the footage has to date not been used. Beyoncé Knowles performed on 2 consecutive nights during her Dangerously in Love tour on 10-11 November 2003. Her show on the 10th was filmed and later released as a DVD, entitled Beyoncé Live at Wembley. Bob the Builder did a live performance here. It was later released on DVD as Bob the Builder, The Live Show. Westlife performed 2 shows on the 18th of May and the 19th of May 2006. The shows were filmed and released on a DVD. Girls Aloud performed during the Chemistry Tour in June 2006. The show from Wembley was later released on DVD. Pink performed 2 shows during her I'm Not Dead tour on the 4th of October and the 4th of December 2006. They were filmed and later released as a DVD, entitled Pink Live from Wembley Arena. Pearl Jam hold the attendance record for one show, with 12,470 fans at the 2007 gig. Bob Dylan has performed at the arena 12 times over his career, selling more than 150,000 tickets. Madonna played 8 sold-out nights here during her Confessions tour in 2006. The 15 and AMP the 16th of August shows were filmed for the Confessions tour. DVD 2010s. In 2011, it played host to the live finals of the Sky One reality music competition Must Be the Music. Alter Bridge performed on the 29th of November 2011 and released a DVD later. The 2011 UK X Factor final was shot at Wembley Arena over 2 days. Girl Bad Little Mix won the competition on the 11th of December 2011. The X Factor returned to film the final at the Wembley Arena for the 10th series on 14 and the 15th of December 2013. The Saturdays made their arena debut here on the 16th of December 2011 on their All Fired Up live tour, in front of a capacity of 11,478. They performed at the arena for the second time on the 19th of September 2014, as part of the Greatest Hits tour. Frank Turner performed on the 27th of April 2012 to a sell-out audience. A DVD was released later in the year. Muse used the arena to rehearse for the second Law World Tour in 2012. The band had previously performed at the venue on the 27th of November 2003 on their Absolution tour, with some songs from the show put on the resulting DVD. Muse also performed 3 shows at the venue in November 2006. On the 28th of September 2012, the Beach Boys performed at the arena for the last concert of the 50th anniversary reunion tour. On the 7th of October 2012, Wembley hosted the BBC Radio 1 Teen Awards 2012, which starred Fun, Conor Maynard, Little Mix, Neo, Taylor Swift and One Direction. The surviving members of Bad Company, with Howard Leese and Lynn Sorensen, played to a sold-out crowd in April 2010, with a DVD and CD recorded for the occasion. American rock band Evanescence announced to return to the UK for a 4-date arena tour, which finished in Wembley Arena on the 9th of November 2012. The tour was in support of the self-titled third studio album. Yumi at 6 performed on the 8th of December 2012 and sold out the venue. The show was filmed with a live DVD released in 2013. Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds, The New Generation, came to Wembley Arena on the 6th of December as part of the New Productions Arena tour of the UK in late 2012. The original version of The War of the Worlds was also on stage at Wembley in 2006 and was recorded for the DVD release of the show. Nepathu became the first Nepalese band to perform at Wembley Arena on the 3rd of August 2013. The concert was a grand success. John Mayer performed an additional date of his 2013 World Tour at Wembley Arena on the 26th of October 2013. Paramore performed here as part of the brand new Eyes World Tour on the 18th of December 2009 and again on 27 and AMP, the 28th of September 2013 as part of the self-titled tour. Super Junior performed at the arena on the 9th of November 2013 as part of the 5th sold-out World Tour. Super Show 5. Avenged Sevenfold headlined the arena for the first time on the 1st of December 2013 as part of the Hail to the King tour. They had support from Five Finger Death Punch and from the Swedish band Avatar. Bullet for My Valentine have headlined the arena twice, on the 12th of December 2010 and the 5th of December 2013. Bring Me the Horizon and Atreyu were the opening acts for the 2010 show, while Asking Alexandria and Young Guns were the opening acts for the 2013 show. On the 4th of August 2014, Canadian band Sins of the Fallen Sun announced the first arena headline show of the career, to be held on the 20th of March 2015 and will be filmed for an upcoming DVD. On the 5th of December 2014, British band Bring Me the Horizon played the last show before taking a break to write the next album. The show was recorded and will be made into a DVD. On the 20th of March 2015, American pop-punk band All Time Low headlined the first show in the arena. The show was filmed for the band's second DVD. It was a one-off show titled A Night in London with All Time Low. System of a Down played a concert on the 10th of April 2015 as part of the Wake Up the Souls tour. 5 Seconds of Summer performed 3 sold-out shows between 12 to 14 June 2015 as part of the Rock Out with Your Socks Out tour. Fall Out Boy is set to return to the arena on their American Beauty, American Psycho UK tour between 11–12 October 2015. Standing tickets were sold out in 3 minutes for the 11th of October. Fall Out Boy announced an additional date due to phenomenal demand. Nightwish played the last show of Endless Form's Most Beautiful European tour at the arena on the 19th of December as their only UK show of 2015. They were also making history as the first ever band from Finland to headline a show at the famous venue. At the show, band announced they were recording the whole show for a future live DVD. Support came from Swedish metal band Arch Enemy and Finnish metal band Amorphis. On the 2nd of April 2016, Baby Metal became the first Japanese act to headline the arena and set the record for the arena's highest ever merchandise sales. Sporting events. From 1934 until 1990, the Empire Pool, Wembley Arena was the venue for the Wembley Professional Tennis Championships, which was a part of the Professional Grand Slam from 1927 until 1967. Indoor sporting events such as boxing, five-a-side football and ice hockey have long been popular at the venue. Notably the World Championship bout between then-champion Alan Minter and challenger Marvin Hagler, which the latter won. For the late 1960s to the late 1970s, the Skull 6-day cycle race was held here. An indoor velodrome of 166 meters was assembled from sections each September. This was Britain's first indoor velodrome. Top professional riders from the European six-day circuit came to London, including Eddie Merckx, Peter Post, Patrick Sercu and many others. British riders such as World Pursuit champion Hugh Porter and British champion Tony Goland rode with distinction. From 1979 to 1983, indoor speedway was held during the winter as a one-off event, with the riders racing on concrete on a 181-yard track. The Wembley Lions and Wembley Monarchs were two ice hockey teams that used the venue regularly during the 1940s, 1950s and 1960s, while the London Lions used the venue for a season in the 1970s. Wembley also hosted the British Hockey League playoff finals weekend at the end of each season up until the league's disbandment in 1996. The arena also played host to NHL teams the Toronto Maple Leafs and the New York Rangers for a pair of challenge matches in 1993. More recently, netball, darts, basketball, mixed martial arts and cage fighting have made regular appearances on the calendar. During the 1948 Summer Olympics, the venue hosted the Olympic boxing, Olympic diving, Olympic swimming, and Olympic water polo events. The Horse of the Year show was held there from 1959 to 2002. It hosted the final of the White and Mackay Premier League Darts 2009. White and Mackay Premier League Darts also hosted the playoff finals in 2010. At Wembley Arena, the 888.com 2011 Premier League Darts finals also took place at Wembley. The venue has hosted many professional wrestling events from joint promotions, WWE, WWE NXT, WCW, World Wrestling All-Stars and TNA Impact Wrestling, including Impact TV tapings on the 28th of January 2012. The arena played host to a BAMA event on the 21st of May 2011 and the 15th of September 2012. The venue hosted Olympic badminton and Olympic rhythmic gymnastics at the 2012 Summer Olympics. On Saturday, the 16th of February 2013, it played host to UFC on Fuel TV, Barrow vs. McDonald, the first ever UFC event to be held at the venue. On 21 and the 22nd of June 2014, the European League of Legends Championship Series, which is a competitive esports league in the computer game League of Legends, played its Week 5 matches in this arena. Between 15 to 18 October 2015, the 2015 League of Legends World Championship quarterfinals took place in the arena. Two NBA exhibition matches were played at the arena on 30 and the 31st of October 1993. The Atlanta Hawks and the Orlando Magic were the two teams that played.